Welcome back to the Debt Sucks podcast, where we talk about ditching debt, surviving adulting, and why running your finances on fumes isn't the vibe. I'm Ben Matthews, your friendly neighborhood bankruptcy attorney and determined debt destroyer. Today we're comparing two very different approaches to dealing with debt. The chaos of playing debt whack-a-mole versus the calm, controlled strategy of the Debt Sucks plan. Spoiler alert, one gets you ahead and the other just keeps you stuck paycheck to paycheck. What is debt whack-a-mole? If you've ever been to an arcade, you've seen whack-a-mole. A mole pops up and you smack it down and bam, another one pops up somewhere else. And that's how a lot of people handle their debt. They're juggling bills and scrambling to throw money at whichever debt screams the loudest that month. Credit card minimum due? Smack. Car payment late? Smack. Rent's next? Smack, smack. You're always reacting. But here's the catch. Whack-a-mole doesn't actually pay off your debt. It just keeps you treading water, barely getting from paycheck to paycheck. This month it's your credit card. Next month it's your car payment. And the month after that it's your electric bill. The debts don't disappear. They just wait their turn. Sound familiar? Now let's talk about a better option. The Debt Sucks plan. Instead of reacting to whatever debt is yelling at you this month, you take control of the whole situation with a clear, step-by-step strategy. Here's how it works. The rock pile inventory. First, we're dumping everything out on the table. The rock pile is where you list every debt, balances, interest rates, minimum payments, the whole ugly truth. While whack-a-mole has you chasing after whatever pops up, the rock pile lets you see the full picture so you can plan your attack. Step 2 is the brutally honest money breakdown. Here's the hard truth. You can't solve a problem you won't face. That's why the brutally honest money breakdown is crucial. It's time to stop guessing where your money is going and take a deep dive into your finances. Track every dollar you spend, identify the leaks in your budget, and uncover the habits keeping you stuck. Now, this step isn't about judgment. It's about clarity. Once you know the reality of your financial situation, you can start making intentional decisions that align with your goals. Brutal? Yes, it is, but necessary for success. The Shit Happens Fund. Life doesn't stop because you're working on your debt. Cards break down, surprise bills show up, and life throws punches. That's why we build a small emergency savings, the Shit Happens Fund. It keeps those emergencies from knocking you back into survival mode. Your hammer. Here's where you start swinging. Your hammer is the extra money you free up, cutting back on expenses, taking a side gig, or even just redirecting wasted dollars. But unlike whack-a-mole, you're not randomly swinging at whatever's in front of you. You're smashing debts with intention, one at a time. The pile driver method. See, once you've got your hammer and a plan, it's time for the pile driver. Save aggressively while making minimum payments on all your debts. Then, when you've saved enough, you drop the hammer on one debt in one epic blow. No more paycheck to paycheck nonsense. This is about progress, not survival. It's about control and freedom. The ultimate payoff of the Debt Sucks plan is more than just getting rid of debt. It's about regaining control of your life. Imagine waking up and knowing you're no longer scrambling to cover minimum payments or dreading unexpected bills. Or better yet, imagine being completely debt-free where every dollar you earn goes toward building the life you actually want. That's the power of this plan. It's not just about numbers. It's about freedom, security, and peace of mind. That's the end game, and it's worth every sacrifice you make along the way. While whack-a-mole keeps you stuck, debt whack-a-mole keeps you running on a hamster wheel. You're always paying something, but you're never really getting ahead. You're reacting to whatever's urgent instead of making progress on what's important. And that's the trap. It feels like you're doing something because you're always moving, But in reality, you're just stuck in the same paycheck to paycheck grind. The Debt Suck plan flips the script. Instead of running around putting out fires, you're taking control. You're deciding which debts to tackle, in what order, and with what resources. It's not about surviving the month. It's about building a path to financial freedom. Listener challenge: stop smacking, start smashing. Here's my challenge to you. Are you playing whack-a-mole with your debt? Are you just trying to make it through the month one minimum payment at a time? If that sounds like you, it's time to stop the madness and start the Debt Sucks plan. Go to debtsucks.info and download the Rockpile form. Write down every single debt, yes, even the ugly ones, and start building your plan. Then create your Shit Happens Fund and pick the first debt to smash. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Debt doesn't have to control your life. The choice is yours. Keep playing whack-a-mole and staying stuck, or grab your hammer and start smashing. Now, the Debt Sucks plan is easy on paper. But life happens and things get messy, and sometimes you spend too much on takeout. Or, buy a giant TV when you're supposed to be paying off debt. Speaking of which, I got this email. Yo, Ben. So I started a Debt Sucks plan a couple weeks ago, and I was pumped. But then I totally blew it and bought a massive TV because it was on sale. Now I feel like I've completely screwed everything up. Am I doomed or what? First of all, let's all take a deep breath and chill. You're not doomed. You're just human. And humans do stuff sometimes, like impulse buying a TV when we know better. Trust me, I've been there. So let me break it down. You're not a failure. Buying a TV doesn't undo the fact that you're making progress. One bad decision doesn't cancel out all the good ones you've already made. It's like eating a donut after starting a diet. You didn't blow the whole thing, you just ate a donut. So wipe off the powdered sugar guilt and move on. Learn the lesson. Instead of spiraling into regret, ask yourself, what triggered the purchase? Was it boredom, stress, a killer sale you just couldn't pass up? Pinpointing the reasons can help you dodge similar temptations in the future. Now adjust your plan. That TV might have put a dent in your budget, but it's not the Titanic. Look at your numbers and figure out where you can course correct. Maybe you skip eating out for the next month, or hold off on other splurges to make up for it. And then use this TV as motivation. Every time you sit down to binge watch your favorite show on that shiny new screen, let it remind you of your bigger goal. Turn it into a win by saying, all right, that happened. Now I'm more committed than ever. And keep moving forward. Seriously, don't let one slip up derail your whole plan. Progress isn't a straight line. It's messy, and that's okay. Just get back to smashing those debt rocks and keep going. And hey, enjoy your TV. You bought it, so you might as well love it. Just make sure your next impulse buy is something more financially responsible, like a notebook to track your spending. Hey, you're still in the game and you've got this. Now go crush it.
Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works. But not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights kind of drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline.
Call to action. Debt whack-a-mole is exhausting, and it doesn't get you anywhere. The Debt Sucks plan, it's deliberate, it's focused, and it's how you actually break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Download the tools at debtsucks.info and let's start smashing those rocks one by one. Got a question? Email me. It's benjamin@debtsucks.info. Thanks for tuning in to the Debt Sucks podcast. Next week, we'll talk about your why, your reasons and motivations for crushing debt. It's super important. Make sure you follow us so you don't miss it. And remember, adulting is hard, debt makes it harder, but you're tougher than both. Catch you next time.